we on.
All right, Shalom. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai. Honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all you brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. So we want to go into another lesson on the wickedness of Esau. In this lesson, we're gonna touch on specifically the money manipulation that he does, the witchcraft that he uses in creating his monetary system, because his monetary system is in all actuality a form of witchcraft. All right, and it's got the majority of the earth just in turmoil. It's got these people confused, and it's got these people constantly chasing something they can't obtain. You know, so go ahead and get that in Exodus 18 or 22.
This Exodus 18, Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. And we're gonna go into how this monetary system is witchcraft. All right. All right. Now go into the article about fiat money.
All right, come. This is the article in Investopedia. What is fiat money? Fiat money is a currency that a government has declared to be legal tender.
Yep.
But is not backed by a physical commodity.
Yeah, it's not backed by a physical commodity. Meaning, what's backing this fiat money? Nothing. All right, the faith that you have in it. Keep going.
The value of fiat money is derived from a relationship between supply and demand rather than a value of the material that the money is made of.
Mm-hmm.
Historically, most currencies were based on physical commodities such as gold and silver.
Right, so go to that in Genesis.
Okay. This is Genesis 13, and I started 1. And Abram went out of Egypt, he and his wife and all he had, and Lot with him into the south.
Yep.
And Abram was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold.
Read that again.
And Abram was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold.
It's showing you that the scriptures are accurate, because Abram's wealth was associated with what? Cattle and silver and gold. Go back to that in Investopedia.
Okay. It says, the value of fiat money is derived from the relationship between supply and demand rather than the value of material that the money is made of. Historically, most currencies were based on physical commodities such as gold or silver.
Right, just like we read concerning our forefather Abraham. All right, keep going.
But fiat money is based solely on the faith and credit of the economy.
Yeah, that's right. Now go to Revelation.
Okay, come. This is Revelation 18, and you want to start at 22?
Go right to the point.
Right here?
Yep.
Revelation 18 and 23. And the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth.
For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. And that's talking about here in America, man. And around the globe. The only people who are really prospering are the merchants. That's why we speak on what? The international bankers. Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the Schiffs, the DuPonts. They're merchants, man. And what's their merchandise? Slaves, guns, diseases. So other forms of witchcraft, such as pills, these potions that they concoct. Keep going.
It says, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. Right, and here it creates the merchants with sorcery. Why? Because we're gonna go into how it's witchcraft, man. It's not backed by anything, and it's completely concocted out of thin air, man.
Thin air, that's right.
Go ahead and read that other article.
Done. Okay, this article by positivemoney.org. It says how banks create money. Most of the money in our economy is created by banks in the form of bank deposits.
Mm-hmm.
The number that appears in your account, bank create new money whenever they make loans.
Yep.
90% of all the money in the economy, 97% of the money in the economy today is created by banks. While just 3% is created by the government.
Keep going.
This short video explains.
Go down.
The money that banks create isn't the paper money that bears the logo of the government-owned Bank of England. It's the electronic deposit money that flashes up on the screen when you check your balance at the ATM.
Yep.
Right now, this money, bank deposits, make up over 97% of all the money in the economy.
Keep going.
Only 3% of money is still in old-fashioned form of cash that you can touch.
Go down.
Banks can create money through the accounting they use when they make loans. Mm-hmm. The number that you see when your account balance are just accounting entries in the bank's computers.
Mm-hmm.
These numbers are a liability or IOU from your bank to you.
Yeah, so
From your bank to you.
from your bank to you. Keep going.
But by using your debit card or internet banking, you can spend these IOUs as though they were the same as a $10 EU note.
Yep.
By creating the electronic IOUs, banks can effectively create a substitute for money.
And that's witchcraft, man. It's not actual money. It's a substitute for money. And then even the actual euro, that's witchcraft in itself, man. So you got witchcraft upon witchcraft. Keep going.
It says,
I just skip that and go down.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Every new loan that a bank makes creates new money. While this is often hard to believe at first, it's common knowledge to people that manage the banking system.
Right, and this is speaking on the Bank of England, but they all operate the same.
Right.
This is in particular dealing with the EU. I mean, well, really with England, because the English, they use pounds, and then the rest of Europe uses euro notes. You know, but they all operate the same. It's a global economy. All right, go ahead, bro.
In March 2004, the Bank of England released a report called Money Creation in the Modern Economy,
Yep.
where they stated that commercial high street banks create money in the form of bank deposits
Yep.
by making new loans. When a bank make a loan, for example, to someone taking out a mortgage to buy a house, it does not typically do so by giving them thousands of pounds worth of banknotes.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, it credits their bank account with bank deposit of the size of the mortgage. At that moment, new money is created.
See.
Yeah.
So this is the and then go back and then type in money on a computer. We're gonna get one more article on it. You know, like me and the brother were going into, man, we're gonna stay on you devils too, man. You know, because the spirit has us getting on Jake. But you know what, man? You so-called white people, you're still the devil, all right?
What is the article about?
Just put money made on a computer.
Okay, money
made on. Yeah, because there's
on a computer.
or money made. No, go up. Money
Made through a computer, or
yeah, money made thin air.
okay.
Money made out of thin air. We'll get another. See, yeah. And go to right here. That's a good one. Banks just create money out of thin air. The truth is out there. Go down.
Let's go. There's been a certain amount of hyperventilating over a recent.
Actually, go back. That's
Okay.
another one on the Bank of England. I want to get something on this one. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay. Does the Fed create money out of thin air?
Go down. What's another? I think it's a question. If it's a questionnaire, it's the devil.
Yeah.
Now go back. Zero hedge is good, right there.
Right there.
Yeah, go to zero hedge.
Okay. A loophole allows banks, but not other companies, to create money out of thin air.
Yep.
It says. Want me to go ahead and read right here?
Nah, just go to right here, economics professor.
Okay. Economic professor Richard Winner, the creator of quantitative easing.
Yeah, that
QE.
the QE shit. You know, they've had what, 3 of them so far.
Noted in September that the field of economics have been lost in the woods for the entire century because it has failed to understand how banks actually created money.
Yep.
Right here.
Yep.
It says what banks do is too simple. Simply reclassify their accounts payable items arising from the account of lending as customer deposits.
Yep.
And the general public, when receiving payment in the form of a transfer
Of bank
deposits, believe that a form of money has been paid to the bank.
Yep. Go ahead.
The lending bank record a new customer deposit and informs the borrower that funds have been deposited in the borrower's account.
Keep going.
Since neither the borrower nor the bank actually made a deposit at the bank, nor in connection with this transaction, anyone else for the matter, it remains necessary to analyze the legal aspects of a bank operation, in particular, the legality of the act of reclassifying banks' liabilities, accounts payable, as fictitious customers' deposit requires further separate analysis.
Yep.
This is all the more so since no law, statute, or bank regulation actually grants banks the right, usually considered a sovereign prerogative,
Yep.
to create the allocated money supply.
Yeah, so pretty much it's illegal. Keep going.
Yeah.
And they're still doing it. Go ahead.
Further, the regulation that allows only banks to conduct such creative accounting, namely the exemption from the client money rules, the potential being abused through the act of renaming the bank's own accounts payable liabilities as customer deposits.
Go ahead.
When no deposit has been made.
Yeah, so they say it's a customer deposit, but no deposit's even been made. The customer didn't deposit that. Keep going.
Since this is also not explicitly referred to the bank's exemption from the client money rules or in any other statutes, laws, or regulations for that matter.
Yep. That's good. Let me go down a little bit more. What goes in? Well, that's pretty much the gist of it,
Yeah, basically, Esau created a system to where he can just make money out of thin air, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Then you can say that you did something that you didn't. Just like, matter of fact, go to Wells Fargo. Esau's just type in Wells Fargo, because Wells Fargo is under investigation right now. Put the S with it. Yep. Go ahead. Because these banks have been exposed, man. Yeah, they've been ripping people off out of their money,
Yeah, I said I called the Wells Fargo ethics line and was fired.
Yep. Read a little bit on it. Yeah, man, the so-called white man's the devil. Millions of phony accounts. What we're just going into, right? The deposits accounts, fake bank card, PIN numbers, fictitious email accounts. Go ahead, bro.
Millions of phony accounts, fake bank cards.
Yeah, I was talking to my mother about this. And the dude, he's the devil. He was standing up there like, you motherfuckers ain't gonna do shit to me, man. If you really, he was up there for over 3 hours, but he was proud. Esau was proud. They brought him before, a committee. And he just had to look like, all right, what is this gonna cost me? 30 million, 50 million? Because none of these devils ever actually go to jail, man. None of them.
That's right.
They get hit with fines, and then they're allowed status as a person, man. The corporations actually have more rights than you, man.
Yeah, and they're cool playing a fine because it's not even their money.
Exactly.
It's made up.
Exactly.
So they can stand it with price. All they got to do is just type in some numbers and pay,
and then pay it up. Yep,
that's it.
From an account from your account that you never actually put money in there, man. But they say it's from they say the earnings come from your account, yet you never actually put any money in. That's wicked, man.
Witchcraft.
That is witchcraft.
Yeah, that's right.
That is witchcraft. Go ahead, bro.
It says Wells Fargo admitted to firing 5,300 employees for engaging in these shocking tactics. The bank earlier this month paid $185 million in penalties and has since apologized. I'm sorry.
Shout outs to Huey, man.
Now,
go ahead, bro.
Now, CNN Money is hearing from the former Wells Fargo WFC worker around the country who tried to put a stop to these illegal tactics.
Yep.
Almost half a dozen workers who spoke with us say they paid dearly for trying to do the right thing. They were fired.
Right, and that's illegal, Go ahead.
They ruined my life, Bill Battle, a former Wells Fargo banker in Pennsylvania, told CNN Money. Battle not only refused orders to open phony bank and credit accounts, the New Jersey man called an ethics hotline and sent an email to Human Resources in September 2013 flagging unethical sales activity he was being instructed to do.
Mm-hmm.
8 days after the email, a copy of which CNN Money obtained, Battle was terminated. The stated reason, tardiness.
You saw it was never a problem until he said something, Which the dude probably wouldn't even tardy, But that happens a lot. Retaliatory termination, Go ahead. But fuck this devil anyways. Just showing you that the so-called white man is the devil, even to himself, man. Go ahead.
Retaliation against whistleblowers is a major breach of trust. Ethics hotlines are exactly the kind of safeguards put in place to prevent illegal activity.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the hell with you workers. I wanted to get into what these devils are actually doing, because I don't know if it's gonna speak about this. Go back and look up Wells Fargo scandal. Wells Fargo's, yeah, just go to Wells Fargo scandal.
Right here. Fake apologies. Scandal over fake accounts. Business.
Yeah. That one. Yeah. We don't care about you devils.
Yeah,
You get
got it.
fired and good. You know, may you get on welfare and then get kicked off of that. And hope some niggas run up and rob your house. You know, hope you lose your damn. Man, we hate you so-called white people. Man, even you lower middle class. Oh, I didn't do anything. It's the elites, man. You going into slavery too, man. This guy, that dude is proud, man. He was sitting up there. I was watching a little bit of it. He was sitting up there like, when is this over? You know, he probably had a damn prostitute in the hotel. You know, he had the bar set up. He doesn't take you devil, you other devils seriously. You know.
Nah.
Yeah.
Right here. Employees opened roughly 2 million checking.
There you go.
Yeah.
Start here. We want
Stump
yeah.
was constantly taken to task by senators, both Democratic and Republican, for the scandal in which Wells Fargo employees opened roughly 2 million checking and credit accounts without customer knowledge.
Yeah, and then what do they do with those accounts?
Open them.
They make deposits. Yeah. So they create. This is what they do.
Money out of thin air.
That's creating money out of thin air. They didn't even open it. They didn't even open the accounts, and then with those accounts, they say that deposits came from those accounts that people didn't even open. This man is the devil, man.
This dude's the devil, man.
This man is the devil.
And nobody's gonna go to jail.
Nobody. Not one of these crackers is gonna go to jail. But you know what? Every last one of them, if they survive this nuclear holocaust, they're going into slavery,
That's
man.
right.
Because some of these dudes, they got money, so they might go into a bunker. They might go off into a space hotel. But hey, they can say in Amos the 9th chapter, though you dig into hell, from thence will I take you. You know, that you try to go up into heaven, which is talking about in the space, outer space. Go ahead, bro.
Okay. During the financial crisis, Wells Fargo was generally thought as the bank that got off looking the cleanest when they're the most dirtiest of them all.
They're the dirtiest ones.
The bank had few bad loans, and it managed to maintain comparatively.
Yep.
Yeah, strong lending standards that kept it out of the worst of the crisis and allowed it to acquire the troubled Wachovia.
Yeah, because on the East Coast, there was Wachovia. They're based in Charlotte, and so Wells Fargo bought them out. Why? Because they had like a good image, you know. Oh, these are one of the better banks, you know. But look what they're doing, man.
And this only came out because of a whistleblower.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, there's wickedness being done right now, man. Like high level wickedness that if this society was to go on, Jake wouldn't find out about until 2020, man. And then they just say, I'm sorry, to get a fine. Man, and niggas are tired of that. Look at Charlotte, man. Jake, we're tired of your bullshit, man. We've been tired, man. Now everybody's getting tired.
That's right.
Like you got placards, people protesting, saying even other white people are fed up with white people's bullshit, you know?
Egyptians against the Egyptians.
There you go. There you go. Which is gonna lead to more turmoil, more race riots, more class riots.
And because this came out because of a so-called white man.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, can you give me Psalm 64?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of this information that we're privy to is through people that they had a falling out with, you know? They didn't take care of them. Because usually that's what it is, man. Esau didn't take care of them, and they say, I'm going to go tell.
Yep.
But then because they're just
that's right.
men of integrity, and they cared about the general public.
They just didn't get a cut, that's all.
They didn't get a cut, man.
If they would have got a cut, it would have been cool.
Yeah. But Esau's such a dirtbag. Well, I was talking to this Elamite. He does venture capital. He's not a venture capitalist. He works for an equity firm, which is slightly different. Equity firms are more later stage in investing. VCs are more like the startup money. But he told me how, you know, he had to go and start his own company because some dude just ripped him out of like a lot of money, man, millions of dollars, you know? So he was going to sue him, and then he would have brought to light the things that he did. But he just said, nah, it's going to take too much time, money, energy, so I'm just going to do my own thing. But he would have been cool with whatever they were doing as long as he was getting his cut. Man.
Yep,
That's the point.
Yep, that's it.
Psalm 64:8.
Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. Keep going.
All that see them shall flee away.
And that's what's happening. That's why everybody's separating from America and the ways of